Panama. Starting with a little Easter egg for the episode.
Is there something? I don't know the lyrics to Panama.
I know Panama.
Yeah, I got that much.
Yeah, it's all you need.
I was going to say, where can we work in a Drew in there? Drew. You guys, can you tell that's Panama by Van Halen? Van Halen,
holidays.
That's a very classic.
They're the best. I can't name many of their songs.
That makes me think of Cleveland.
Yeah, it makes me think
sort
of
classic
rock and roll.
Classic rock and roll.
Rock. Yeah.
Happy holidays, guys.
Happy holidays.
This is our Christmas app.
Yes, we missed. We almost perfectly synced up with the Drew Carey Show's Christmas
Synced our
eps.
cycles.
Yes,
almost.
But unfortunately, no. We got the New Year's episodes.
Yeah.
So, hey, but before we go into the episodes for today, we got. I got a fun little message this week from my buddy Carter Patterson, great guy.
Shout out Carter Patterson.
Shout out Carter. He saw us post about, we're taping this in advance, spoiler, and he saw us post about the last episode when it went up.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, happy holidays. Before we get into the craziness of it all, I wanted to make sure that this got your way because I would just lose it. So he sent us this video.
Hey Shane and the Cleveland Rocks podcast family. Kelly Perrine here. You may know me as Chuck, the security guard from the Drew Carey Show. Which, man, I was so happy to do and had so much fun for years with those guys. I hear you guys are breaking down every episode. You got 50, something like that, 50 plus. You probably know more about Chuck the Security Guard than I know about Chuck the Security Guard. That's pretty cool. So keep up the great work. Keep watching it. Keep laughing. I hope we make you laugh every once in a while. So, congratulations.
Chuck, buddy, you make us laugh every time.
Kelly, I believe it's Perrine. Kelly Perrine, the actor behind Chuck the Security Guard.
Yes.
Filming a little cameo for us. He says
That
me, but he
rules.
means us.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That was a fun little surprise.
That's awesome.
I didn't get it. He sent it at 10 in the morning, and I didn't look at it until 7 at night because I was just busy. I felt I was like, this is the most important thing.
That's the coolest
I was going to
thing.
get sent all day.
I hate to how much do you think it costs to get Chuck to do a cameo? Because what else is he doing?
He does a lot of Nickelodeon kids shows. He's in the children's. I think that's an offshoot from 90s sitcom. I feel like you do you're the villain on a Nickelodeon show or something.
I guess what I'm getting at is I'm just wondering because there can't be enough of an audience for the Drew Carey Show,
right? That you can make a sustainable living off cameo
on a show that ended 30
years ago.
I was going to say 25, but
right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it ended probably. Yeah, no, you're closer to 20 or 25. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, do any of the other cast do cameos?
I don't know. I wonder if Drew does. I feel like Drew definitely doesn't. I feel like Drew would hate it.
Craig Ferguson might.
Craig Ferguson,
I
mean, he's a little podcast boy
Kathy
too.
Kinney might.
Yeah,
but I don't think any of the other ones do.
Oh, Mimi one would be sick. But thank you, Carter, for this.
Yes, thank you, Carter, for
amazing.
This is fantastic. In the new year, who knows? We have been wanting
we should post this on our channel.
Oh, I will. I'm going to embed it in the thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So we've wanted to talk to some of these people for a while. Hopefully in the new year, we finally get into scheduling and sending emails and maybe things happen. We'll see.
Now he knows that we exist.
He's heard of our podcast, and as you know, we know the show better than he knows the show, which I would question. I'm not exactly sure that's correct.
I just want to know, hey, what? Give me the behind the scenes breakdown.
I just want to know how you got the job.
I always thought it was so interesting. I read some books on the taping of Seinfeld back in the day and how they'd turn the script in a week while another script's getting worked on, and then they'd. Just all the processes that go, all the late nights during the week to go tape another one that's in it, but then another one's airing.
Grind.
It's just constant grind.
Yeah, and how sustainable it is, and also why he vanishes for a season. He's back now. Chuck is in this episode, but he was out for all of season. I guess they just
don't have to pay him. So
yeah, well, I mean, you're when you're a secondary character.
Secondary character.
Yeah. How does that work? A lot of questions. Maybe we'll get answers. Thank you, Kelly, for recording that video. And thank you, Carter, for sending it our way.
Yes.
Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Buddy, we got 2 more episodes of the Drew Carey Show to talk about, though.
Yes.
We get like a nice little clean. It's rare that we get 2 episodes like this where like we get a setup and then we get a resolution by the end.
I was just going to say, I think we're lucky that we landed on these 2 at the same time, because this would have been an annoying, like, oh, we did this.
Cliffhanger.
We did this last week, and then
coming back
2 weeks later to talk about the resolution to the plot.
I think it's annoying even for the at-home audience based on the second episode's opening.
Yeah,
how they decide to handle.
Well, it is annoying. I think like when anytime a show like this that it like does an overarching arc, because the nice thing about these shows is you can just pop in wherever.
Yeah,
so it is a little annoying
when you create a story arc.
Yeah,
but sitcoms have been doing that since the dawn of time. Maybe I don't know. I think about Full House. I think about The Office more recently.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
yes.
Episode season 4, episode 14, A House Divided. Quite literally. We start with the gang in the kitchen coming in.
At the Carey house.
The dead of winter. It's like January. It's cold.
I guess Drew has moved the secret key.
Yeah, they don't know where it is.
Did you have a secret key growing up?
We did. Yeah, I guess.
Where'd you guys hide it?
You would have to open the garage, which you could open without a key.
Oh, you had like a passcode.
Yeah. Oh no, it would just literally the door. We just never locked the garage door. You could just twist it open, but like the door to get into the house.
Grew up in a nice neighborhood.
The door to get into the house from the garage was always locked.
I gotcha.
So anyway,
what's the address?
It's 1-1. No. In the garage, there was a box of chalk. The box of chalk had a key in the back.
Nice.
So if you ever forgot your house key, you just go there. My folks might still keep it there.
We had one under the mat for the longest time.
Sure. No one's ever going to guess under the mat.
That's what my dad, at one point, I don't know, I had to be like 10 or 12. I was like to my dad, you think this is a little obvious?
Yeah.
Like there's other people definitely hiding it here. Then he started attaching it to a magnet and putting it on the back of a bench.
Okay.
But
actually pretty clever.
That one was pretty clever, but sometimes it just wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because my mom would take it and use it.
And forget to bring it back.
And forget to take it back.
Yeah.
So then my secondary way to get into the house, our house was too old. We didn't have the garage padlock door. Mm-hmm. I would take the ladder on the side of the house. I'd climb onto the first roof. We had two first roof and then an upper
like a garage roof almost.
Yeah, I climbed onto the garage roof, which went up to a bedroom window that I could open and then just crawl into. So I did that a few times when I was
You had to do parkour to get into the house.
When I was like 14.
Jesus.
I would be like on the roof of the house trying to get into that
like
bedroom.
Spider-Man. It's like slanted, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to go against.
Yes. Yeah.
Gravity. I'm trying to think what you're fighting against.
Yeah, that's all just gravity.
Jesus.
And the concrete driveway below.
Yeah. I don't think I could do that. I don't have a fear of heights, but I don't really fuck with heights. I'm 5'6". I don't really fuck with height. It's not.
That's why you're 5'6".
Yeah, you're like, Doc, solidarity.
You were like, Doc, if I get any taller, I'm gonna be an anxious mess.
Short kids are just I'm afraid of heights.
So they put you in one of those molds that they put pumpkins in.
Yeah. You know how
let them grow.
You know how they do the surgeries where you can break your knee and extend your height? They did the opposite for me. They never gave it back. I'm missing half of a femur.
Yes. China will pay you for that. Nope. China will pay you for that, and then they put it in another guy's leg. So
secret key be damned though. They got into Drew's.
Yeah, back to the
They got into Drew's. They got beers. Lewis puts a weight around his beer because it's his New Year's resolution to lose weight.
Yeah, he's going to start working out.
Yeah, we get a very nice little throwback to this at the end.
This is a good idea.
I like the idea of burning calories with beer, and I feel like this is something the show has explored before in like a joke way. I can't recall.
What, drinking and working out?
Yeah, like drinking as exercise.
Yes. Well, you got to lift your bicep. It's a good bicep workout.
Sure, yeah.
As he demonstrates, he puts the weight on top and then he lifts.
Starts curling.
He starts curling the bottle to his mouth to take a sip. So
I'm doing it now. You can't see because it's an audio only presentation. But trust me, my form was fantastic.
Yeah, I can attest.
Drew comes back in and he turns down a beer. His New Year's resolution is not to lose weight, but it's to stop buying things on the home shopping network he watches
late at night.
And he realized that the reason he was doing that mostly was because of beer.
Yes.
So I couldn't imagine finding anything really cool that late on night. I don't watch a lot of
like a QVC.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of QVC, and I would like to maybe. We know people that work at QVC.
Yeah,
and I do not watch your work. I'm so sorry.
No, and my mom used to be real into it. You do something. It's like, oh, here's a Christmas decoration for 5 easy payments of 20. It's always the easy payments.
Right.
You could just pay us $25
and they want you to buy
every
now
5
because they don't want you to do math to know how much the 5 easy payments of $30 actually works out to.
Right.
Urgency.
And then they just like, I always like the actors. Well, not actor. I get their presenters, but they're just like, here's how you use the ladder. And they'll just like climb up and then climb down.
I like the dipshit at home that's like, how do I use the ladder? I don't know how my feet go there.
Yeah. Or just like, oh, I might need to buy that ladder. Look at what they can do with that ladder.
Yeah, show it off.
You can do that with most ladders.
It's got a little umbrella you can keep shaded.
Anyway, so Drew is just like all the single moms out there on the home shopping network.
He's getting his binge on.
Drunk.
Mm-hmm. We hear that Drew had a New Year's party and it was a hit. There's this bit that Lewis and Oswald get into that I think you missed, you told me, and I tried my best. I think they were making out with each other in the dark.
Yeah.
And then Lewis was grabbing Oswald's butt.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize, and they both thought it was pretty ladies.
Yeah.
Classic New Year's hijinks.
They were all giddy about it.
Yeah. And then we get into the real meat, though.
Greg pops in.
Greg the neighbor. We
haven't seen Greg in a while, and neither has Drew.
He hasn't seen him in 9 months. And he goes, can you believe that two neighbors haven't seen each other in 9 months? What's wrong with the neighborhood?
And Greg was like, well, when one of them looks outside every time he, goes to take the trash out.
Yeah, making sure he's alone.
Becomes pretty easy.
Yeah. So that was Greg avoiding Drew.
Yeah. So
that's rude.
That's rude as fuck.
Rude as fuck. Why would you do that?
I mean, granted, I will say I've never had a neighbor that I don't know what it's like to have a neighbor that you really don't want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care to see any of them, but like none of them were nosy.
Sure.
Drew is like a nosy talker.
Well, he's chatty. That's the thing. Chatty Kathy Drew. Yeah. I wouldn't really enjoy as a neighbor, I don't think. Yeah.
No. But they were former business partners.
Right. Well, that's the thing also. Well, but it was a destructive dynamic, I think, It was an abusive workplace. Yeah. Drew was eventually just forced to run a business for his neighbor.
Right.
It took all the fun out of his brewing company.
So Greg anyway comes to ask him about the offers that he's been getting in the mail.
We find out
Drew doesn't know what he's talking about.
And we all learn that the houses basically in Drew's neighborhood are all getting bought up by a contractor who is going to, I said that word weird. They're all getting bought up by a contractor who is going to build a mall on the premises.
Yes.
And everybody's basically on board except Drew Carey.
And what we basically come to know is everyone, it's like all or nothing.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the neighborhood has to be on.
It's like an Up situation, the movie Up, where it's like.
Dude, I was going to bring it up whenever they bring up the model, but like, it's just like. Whenever they show him the model of building around his house.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
The one man who refuses to leave.
Yeah, but it's totally that. And Greg is basically there to talk him into it. Be like, look, we all want the money. And he has Drew properly look at the offer.
Right.
And Drew's like, well, come on. They're not. And seems like it's considerably more than whatever the hell his house is worth.
A couple $1,000 is how Drew describes it. That even seems like he's diminishing how much it is.
He totally was. He was underselling.
But he's like, I don't know if it's worth selling all of these memories for that money.
Yeah.
And which we find out Lewis sold his parents' wedding pictures to buy a taco.
I want to know what the fuck was that taco guy doing?
It must have been damn good.
I just like what the taco guy was like, yeah, we take cash, old wedding photos
of monetary value.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Lewis's mom was really hot?
Maybe.
We
know Oswald had a hot mom.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so now we're left with this conundrum of, is Drew going to sell his house? We get the whole thing sort of set up.
I was just going to say some of the memories they were talking about because he does say, I don't know if it's worth selling for couple thousand. And then the gang starts reminiscing.
Yes, about everything that's happened.
Everything that's happening.
In the Carey
and
household.
Kate has been like, this Mr. Carey's liquor cabinet was the first liquor cabinet I ever broke into.
Sure.
And then Oswald and Lewis was it Oswald?
Oswald reminisces that Drew's mom was
the first woman he's ever seen naked.
Yeah.
And then Drew takes a big swing and says that was a crazy Cub Scout meeting. God. So,
did you do Scouts? I feel like we've talked about this.
Oh, yeah, I did Scouts.
Yeah,
did we talk about Scouts on here?
I feel like we have because I think it's come up on the show before.
We've done a lot of EPs.
Yeah, we've done a lot of EPs. We've watched a lot of EPs.
So
I'm not going to bore you. I wasn't a Cub Scout.
Yes, I was.
I know this shocks you.
I feel like you could have been.
Do I give Cub Scout energy?
A little. You could have done like a year or so. I feel like everyone did it once back because in the early stages, all it is, it's like, hey, let's build a little car.
Yeah.
Or a little boat.
Let's go swimming.
Yeah.
We know, like, we have some mutual comedy friends who are Eagle Scouts. And maybe I'm generalizing here and it's not nice, but I think generally Eagle Scouts are psychos.
Yes.
I think to get to that point, you have to be a psychotic person.
I quit the one right before Eagle. I think it's Life or something.
That's black belt, right? And then yellow. No, wait. I'm fucking around with jiu-jitsu.
Eagle would be black belt.
Yeah. Black belt's the major. It's Eagle Scout's the last one.
Yes.
God, I don't fucking. We're just creating a bunch of shit. You know.
Well, now they don't even. Everyone's mad. Now, I guess the government used to help fund scouts to some degree, like the Pentagon or the Defense Department of War, I guess.
Yeah,
used to be involved with the Boy Scouts.
And now they're not because it's woke, right?
Yeah, now they're out because they started letting girls in.
Yeah, no.
So now I think just scouts sound like it's just going to be done.
Yeah,
like I think it's over with. Which, like, to be fair,
it's ran its course.
There have been enough like icky things to happen around scouts.
Yeah.
I know it's done plenty of good and the good outweighs the bad, but like at some point we got to pull the plug.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure.
At least with like priests diddling kids, we still get Christmas, right? We can't just yank all of that religion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
no, yes, priests were molesting
like
children,
trees.
But like the Grinch is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we don't need Father Grinch. Yeah, no, the Boy Scouts provide no cultural value other than
a bunch of psycho anal kids that become Eagle Scouts and then have to be regular people.
Yeah,
later.
and or try their best to be regular people.
If you're an Eagle Scout, salute.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if you're an Eagle Scout, you can probably figure out where we live. So I'm being very careful. You're fine. It's the other ones are the problem.
You can figure it out with a compass and a map.
Yeah, one pencil, and you're writing it all down.
Anyway.
Post titles, we see Drew at work. He's playing Madden on a goddamn PlayStation 1.
Yes, I love that.
He's playing as the Steelers? Was I wrong?
No, that was the Packers.
Oh, Packers.
He's playing as the Packers, and then he was like, wow, look at how realistic this is. Yeah. And then he says, oh, the refs are terrible, and they sold my team.
There you go.
A reference to, nod to how they sold the Cleveland Browns in this time.
Well, I'm surprised he wasn't playing as the Browns. Because of that.
They didn't exist at this time.
Oh, fuck.
So we're talking about the late 90s. They were gone.
You're right. God damn, that's even funnier then. Yeah. You lose things watching this now a little bit. Like, that's a fun reference.
That was a fun reference when it happened.
Yeah. So then Mimi comes in all confused as to why this is. And Drew explains, well, management just bought this, I guess, to raise morale. But they bought it just for him?
Yeah.
Seems weird.
And then Miss Louder comes in at this point, and she's like, oh, it's, be nice to Drew Day.
Yeah.
It's We Love Drew Day.
She declares it We Love Drew Carey Day.
Yes.
That if I came into work and they were like, we're declaring it We Love Shane Duffner Day, I'd turn around. I'd leave for the day. I'd be like, no, thank you.
If you love me, you will not follow me.
And it's, of course, at this point that we realize Wick comes out and is like, oh, yeah, no, I don't know if you know this. We need your house. Winfred-Louder is going to be the anchor store at this new mall they're building on Drew's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they're all been kissing Drew's butt just to get him to give up his home.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was weird to me because I'm just saying, look, I know you need something to drive the plot. I'm not going to be stupid, but I'm just like, how does the order of operations work? Like, I think about the anchor store is always like Macy's near me.
Mm-hmm. Starbridges.
So I guess Macy's has a big stake in the store getting built.
Sure. Yeah.
And the mall getting built. But like enough to be so anal about that.
Well, as they explain, like
the neighborhood it's and getting them all, it feels like a big contractor should be taking.
It's an international conglomerate, right? So like, they're they're not just some small mom and pop thing. Like they can really,
I guess they got some weight.
Yeah, they got some
sling
muscle
around.
Yeah. So I don't know. You're right, though. Wick pulls out. This is where you were saying earlier.
So funny.
A model of what the mall would look like if Drew didn't leave.
Yeah,
and it kind of looks exactly like that scene from Up.
Exactly
a lot of this construction, high-rise mall around Drew's shitty little home.
Yeah,
and he tries to like threaten him and being like, "Oh, your life's gonna be a living hell. There's a Baskin Robbins and a Cinnabon and a Victoria's Secret." And then he realizes like that's not that bad of a deal.
Drew's gonna fucking love living next to the mall.
Drew's gonna get a bunch of sugar and see some ladies' underwear. That's like that's not a bad time at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were your favorite mall stores?
Oh, I was just thinking about how when I was a kid, I did used to get uncomfortable walking by Victoria's Secret.
Sure, yeah.
Because it was the way they did it up too, right? They had the underwear in the front, but then a lot of it, like in the windows, was behind a curtain, like a pink silky curtain, and I was like, whoa.
What's back there?
Yeah. But Brookstone was a big one.
What's Brookstone?
You didn't know Brookstone? I feel like it's a thing.
Are those
in most
shoes?
malls. No, Brookstone's like gadgets and like massage chairs and like little like goofy little like it's like I want to say toys, but not really. They might add a few toys, but then otherwise it's mostly like dad gadgets.
Okay.
Or like just excessive things you'd have in your house.
Sure.
Like neck massage, everything was a lot of massage themes, but I liked that place. And then I also liked Lids.
Lids was great.
They had a lot of cool hats. I didn't go in Spencer's that much.
I didn't either.
Spencer's kind of freaked me out.
Did you guys have an FYE?
No.
For your entertainment. I don't think they exist anymore, but it was basically CDs, I guess vinyl, DVDs.
Yeah.
And you could also get porn there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So they didn't have like a Spencer's like where they could divide it with a curtain or anything.
Right.
So literally straight up they would just flip the covers or like put a black insert in front of it.
Yeah.
And like it was just among the things. So like you would go and like look at it, and then there would always just be one like teen who'd have to be like, "Hey, don't touch that!" Just yelling at you from the side of it as an underage person.
Yes.
That was fun. Hot Topic. Shout out Hot
Topic.
Shout out Dippin' Dots.
Did you have an as seen on TV?
Yeah, well, after I went to college, they added an ad. My local mall, I don't know about yours, my local mall has not been doing fantastic.
Dude, ours is like the one that we had. The only thing keeping it afloat for like the last 10 years was the movie theater.
Sure.
That shut down.
Yeah.
They have nothing anymore.
Bad. I knew it was bad when the McDonald's left mine. I'm like, if fucking McDonald's can't make a buck at this place, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a tough time for malls. Go support your local malls. If the Chair Company taught us anything.
There's a Chair Company. I do recommend. If
support
you haven't
your local mall.
If you haven't seen Chair Company.
Oh, yeah. Also watch that. We've just been promoting the fuck out of HBO shows between I Love LA and the Chair Company. So anyway, Drew is now kind of put in this position where he needs to give away his house, basically.
Yeah, they're laying the pressure on, and they start talking about what can Drew get out of this,
right?
Which I think they should have been on. He should have been on this right away.
Right. Instead of just buttering him up with a bunch of random bullshit and hoping that would work.
It's like, oh, here's, fucking PlayStation. And then they were like, and if you sign, we'll bring out the pinata later. And then Drew's like, I'm looking at one every day and referencing Mimi. In a very pinata-like outfit.
Always, though. Without a doubt, she's always dressed like a goddamn pinata.
So, but then they get to the point where Mimi is like, well, how can I help? She has an idea. She
becomes a broker. Yes. She wants to insert herself into this, but before she does, she wants to know how much she's going to get out of it.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Louder says $650, flat, immediate answer. Mimi's like, how'd you come up with that number? And Mrs. Louder goes, we did a lot of market research, and that number...
We spent millions on market research.
And that number is the number that poor people think is a large amount of money. They spent millions to find out that poor people think $650.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah, it's a pretty big number because it's not
honestly,
500.
If I won 650, like we were just in Vegas the other week.
Sure.
If I won $650,
yeah,
I feel like a king.
It would have been a good night.
We walked away with 400, and
you were like, "Fuck."
Awesome.
No, what you don't know is you put in 1,000. So,
so anyway, Mimi has this idea to just move it. Why not just fucking move the house? Her dad owns a trucking company. They move it all the time. They just split houses in half and they put them on a flatbed.
Why not move Drew to a lakeside property in Cleveland? Where what is that? The Ohio River?
No, but they have they're on the lake.
Oh, right.
They're on
it's
Lake Erie.
Right, because it's that close. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. So they're going to move Drew to Lake Erie.
Yes.
Is the idea, and they split the house in half. Wick laughs at the idea because he's clearly never heard of this.
Of them moving houses.
Right, but they're like, no, you could do it. They could absolutely do it. So that's what sells Drew. Drew's like, if I can keep the exact house.
If you can give me but put it by the lake.
And move it somewhere else.
Yeah, so Mimi's dad will handle it. So I think, can I just say, living by a Great Lake would suck so much shit.
Interesting. What makes you think that would suck?
You know how we went to Chicago together.
Yeah, we did.
You know how cold it gets?
Yeah,
it would get being next to a lake.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That big.
Yeah,
not just a regular lake. Fine. I mean, it's still probably get cold. You're talking about a
great lake,
something that sank to Edmund Fitzgerald. You're gonna put your house next to that?
You're gonna trust that?
Yeah.
Drew's never heard of climate change.
The gales of November will come. They'll rain havoc on your windows. Anyway,
lake life might not be good for Drew.
I just don't think Drew's a lake guy.
Counterpoint, though, Drew has been building up his own flubber insulation for years.
Right.
If he could go into hibernation mode, he'd probably be fine.
Yeah, right.
God,
I don't know. I just don't think lake life. So, have you ever seen those houses though when they get moved?
I haven't. No,
it is crazy.
Yeah. Well,
it makes you nervous driving around them. They usually have like guiding vehicles.
So they splice it in half and then they turn it on its side.
I've never seen it cut in half.
Okay.
But I've seen them moving like ranch style single level homes on the big flatbed trucks.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's too much, man. I don't think I have trust in, like, imagine you get in a car accident with a house. Who do you even call?
Just imagine you have to drive that. I get like nervous parallel parking. And then now you gotta try and cut a corner with a fucking house on your flatbed.
The kitchen's not in. The kitchen's not in. God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, no, I would not be good with that.
No, yeah.
But Drew's fine with it.
Drew's like, if you can move my house, let's go for it.
And we can get lakeside, absolutely.
I guess I would. Move me to a nicer neighborhood.
Sure.
That should have been his idea right from the get-go. Or frankly, I know it's about the memories in the house. If you can give me a significantly nicer house, fuck the memories, man. Like, really.
Well, I will also say, though, we know the character of Drew Carey at this point, and he's a man who stands for things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like the stubborn motherfucker that won't
doesn't like getting pushed over by the big person.
That's right. Whether that's the department store or the government or some shady fucking lawyers.
Right.
He's not gonna be told what to do.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, at this point, he is told what to do. And
yes.
he signs to move his house at the Warsaw.
They're having a party.
and all of his neighbors get together to celebrate the end of the neighborhood, basically.
Yes, there goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood, says the sign. Greg comes in and he swings by to say, you know, all the neighbors thought that Drew was going to ruin their plans and ruin the sale, but he never had a doubt because he knew that guy doesn't have a backbone.
Yeah.
Which, incredible backhanded compliment.
Yes. I just hear a little bit more. People don't realize, or Greg didn't realize they're moving his house.
Right. Yeah.
And he was just talking about, you got to be a very important person to live by the lake and all this. And I was like, it's again with the fucking lakeside. I was like, is that true? I don't know.
They only let important people
important people live by the lake. I don't know. It just seems like a shit deal to me. But
you don't think because it's cold and it's posh?
It might be. I mean, apparently it is.
Yeah.
Drew is very excited about the prospect of this lakeside living.
Until he overhears Mimi talking to a table next to him.
Yes.
Basically being like, yeah, they're not moving his house to the lake. And we get this fun back and forth where Drew comes over and Mimi's like, I'm not talking about you. Not everything's about you, Drew.
Pig.
And then he turns around and she goes, yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. The guy who's not going to get his house moved to the lake.
Yeah.
Then we get this whole back and forth. And then basically we learn that she was able to get on Mr. Wick's computer because his password was his name.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's almost as bad as having your password.
It wasn't even
password.
Nigel Wick. His password was Mr. Wick.
Do you think it was MISTER or MR? Wick.
Wick.
She basically sees all of his communications.
Yeah.
And that, they weren't going to be able to get him this lakefront property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't get enough specifics here yet.
No.
We do end the scene with a fun back and forth about the passwords again.
Yeah. Lewis is convinced that Mimi did guess his password was password.
Yes.
So but he goes, I've already changed it. Don't you worry.
Drew says that, and so does Lewis say that.
Yeah.
They both say it at the same time.
Yeah.
So she got a 2-for-1. She didn't realize she was getting.
And then he goes, well, I'm going to change my password from password. You'll never guess it. And she goes, shut up. Shut up is his next password. So he goes, shit, I got to change it again. You'll never. And then he goes, who cares? Who cares is the next password.
Yeah.
No, stop it. Stop it. I'm going to get a beer. Like all of his thoughts.
She's a witch.
She's a witch.
Yeah.
Stop it.
We go back to Drew's house and half the house is gone.
Yes. He comes in. He can't turn on his lights. Yeah. And I guess he had a good time out at the Warsaw. So he's like, the power's out. Why is it so drafty? And then we get this reverse shot and his kitchen is all gone.
Yes.
They basically slice his house down the middle. And he's got nothing. It's just an open hole. And Speedy's there just sitting on the couch. And he goes, some watchdog you are.
Right.
You couldn't do shit about this? Come on, man. After the break, we come back and Sharon is there. God bless Sharon. She's the only thing keeping Drew afloat at this point.
Yeah.
She's trying to help him out with this, but she's like, well, I figured out the problem. Half your house is gone.
What? Where? Didn't he have a basement?
I was thinking about this as well.
I guess it's under the house half they didn't take.
They probably.
Or am I like, did they fill it in already?
How do you move a basement?
I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
You obviously just, you go get a new basement wherever they're putting your house.
Right. You hope that they can dig it. So yeah, I guess, no, that was the basement side. The door was in the kitchen.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
I kept wondering where the fuck the basement was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sharon then decides she's also going to help him get like insulated like plastic to cover the big gaping wall. Then what a crazy situation that they would split his house like that.
And the fact that they moved none of the
furniture,
pictures, the furniture, nothing. Everything's just there.
It's all just there. What a fucking insane situation. The gang comes by. They can't believe it.
There's a raccoon on his couch.
There's a raccoon on the couch.
I forgot. I wanted to bring that up.
Yes.
Yeah, the raccoon that scares Drew.
Yeah, it would scare anybody. I'm not. Are you a raccoon person?
I was just gonna say we just did a story this week.
For the news.
on how there's a guy, I think it's in Missouri, the state. He's trying to get like a law passed where you're allowed to have raccoons as pets. There's only like, I think it's like 10 or 12 states in the United States where you're allowed to do that.
You can have domesticated
and
raccoons.
Missouri, I guess, is not one, and he's working very hard to get domesticated raccoons
in Missouri.
And then he was like, and I think if we can get this done, this can be the year of the raccoon. You know, he wants every state to legalize domesticated raccoons.
Mr. President, please, if you're watching this, we need the raccoons domesticated. It's a little old news at this point, but you see that drunk raccoon?
Oh, the drunk raccoon, dude.
That made my week.
So funny.
Yeah. Because you know what? You know why it's so universal? We've all been there.
We've all been there.
We've all been there when we didn't realize how
floor.
much just fucking face down. In a way, it's the safest position to be in.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to choke on his own vomit.
No.
That raccoon kind of knew what it was doing. Right. And I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did end up in the bathroom. That's good. Or maybe he was going in there for a drink of water. Either way, he knew what he was doing.
Maybe he was going in there and he thought it was a kitchen. I've been there. Sometimes you ever just enter the wrong room when you're drunk. It's terrible.
One time I went to fall down face floor on the bathroom floor. And I ripped,
as you do,
and I ripped the towel rack out of the wall.
Ooh,
yeah, that's a rough one.
That's no
good. Because those are usually, if you don't know, anchored into your wall.
Was yours not?
Ours was. So it ripped a bigger hole.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Anyway.
Yeah, and I'm lucky that I don't think I have caused too much major damage while drunk. That's always a positive. I think.
Yeah, I mean, this was college.
Structural
this
damage.
was when you do it.
I've done worse, but
yeah.
So we get a theory from Lewis here that I enjoy as well. Yeah. That Drew didn't actually have his house moved. He says they didn't really take the house, did they, Drew? You were just eating chili, weren't you? And he just blew the damn thing off, trying to find some lightheartedness in this crazy situation.
Yeah,
we finally get Winfred-Louder coming through. They said they arrived as soon as they heard what happened. They say that they weren't able to get Drew residency at the lake.
Yes, the homeowners association at the lake rejected his home.
Yeah, they rejected it. They said they were going to move him to a new location. It was in a nice neighborhood, Willoughby.
Yes.
They were going to put him in a cul-de-sac. They were saying so that way all your friends wouldn't get lost and run away.
Safe.
Yeah, they're not playing in the street.
Yeah, but we come to find out the name. It said 300 pounds court.
Yeah, 300 pounds court. And Louder goes, "Hey, listen, if we were going to try to pull a joke, there were worse options.
1.5 ball terrace.
That's what it was. 1.5 ball terrace."
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, so they also say, because of all of this, the one thing I noted was Louder promises to memorialize Drew in the mall. The Drew Carey baby changing area is going to be named. That's fun. That's God. Imagine changing a diaper and just looking up and seeing Drew Carey's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be covered in shit.
I like the idea that they would put his face on it.
Yeah, of course. Well,
they wouldn't just put a plaque with his name. No, we're gonna put.
I want a hung photo,
a big Dilbert looking ass.
Like you see the president in the DMV. I want Drew Carey's photo hung over a baby changing station.
Yeah.
We'll make an illustration. We'll get him like a koala.
Yeah,
it'll be Drew the koala changing a child. Back in the office the next day, Mimi is sort of mocking Drew for, this whole situation.
Yeah.
And he explains to them, they tried, but they weren't able to do it. So read this. He wrote an op-ed in like the local paper, I guess, near the lake.
Yeah, Lakeside Review or something. Sure. It had the name like that.
And he basically wrote an op-ed calling the Homeowners Association fascists.
Yes.
They don't want any white trash living in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Heil homeowners.
Yeah, that was a swing, Drew.
He's got such a way with words,
Right.
Yeah. And it's at this point we also get the gang walking in dressed as white trash.
Yeah, big white trash bags stuffed with something.
Mm-hmm, stuffed with something.
I don't know what it's stuffed with,
well,
but
you know, probably just other trash. I'd hope. Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah, they say they were going out in costume to protest the homeowners association.
Yeah,
and they found out through the homeowners association.
Nobody knew why they were there.
They were very confused. It turns out the story Drew's been fed is a lie.
Yes.
They never submitted an application for his home. They never tried. No, they never even tried. Oswald is upset that they looked like idiots going out there dressed in that full fucking outfit.
Yeah.
Drew's furious at this point.
Of course.
Goes to Winfred-Louder and they preemptively apologize.
Yeah, they realize immediately that he found out.
Yeah, and they go,
They were expecting him to find out.
We're sorry. You're sorry for screwing me? Yes.
Yeah,
They knew what they did.
Right.
He starts to go off on he insists
like the
they
most
return
angry
his house.
I feel like I've seen him.
It's the angriest we've seen him in a while.
I feel like he I was expecting like a vein to be visible in his forehead.
Yeah.
He's just almost at a loss for words.
At one point, Mimi yells that he's going to blow.
Right.
Like he's going to just pop off.
Yeah.
No, he's pissed, man. I would be too. Where the fuck's half my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Genuinely. You just took half of it. You left me in the cold.
How long? I mean, I know the answer is forever because it's a sitcom, but like, why is he still working here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Could you imagine getting so fucked over by your own company that you lost half your home and now you have to
disrespected you so much they cut your house in half.
And then they explain to you, actually, no, everything that you are upset about, you agreed to in the contract.
Yes, and he was like, I read the contract, and they were like,
come on, man. Come on. We wrote in a provision that says, Drew, are you even reading this? And you didn't say anything.
He was like, okay, I skimmed the contract.
He skimmed it. He insists that they return his house in full, right where the mall is. He wants, he's like, I don't give a shit. I'll be the crazy guy that lives outside the mall.
Yeah.
And he starts to get on the intercom, the store-wide intercom, to just yell it out.
Just trash the store, vent to all the employees there, and they start to play him off.
They put hold music on, I would say. Some sort of light little ambiance. Back at the house, Drew walks through these plastic sheets, the insulation, and he sees movers trying to take his couch and put away like things in boxes. As we said, they probably should have done that to begin with, but whatever.
Yeah. He's like, no, leave the couch. I'm staying.
It's all staying. I am going to stay here. No plumbing, no electricity, no nothing. It doesn't matter. And then Drew gets his first member of Solidarity. It's that goddamn raccoon. Comes back to sit with him.
Yeah.
And then, that's the cliffhanger they leave us on. The credits scene, we get beer aerobics with Lewis at the Warsaw.
Yeah. Lewis in a nice little tank top or crop top.
Yeah.
There's a crop top.
Channeling his best Richard, who was the guy?
Gene Simmons?
No, Gene Simmons is Kiss. Richard Simmons. Richard Gene Simmons. It's just a flamboyant rock. I mean, I guess that's kind of what Gene Simmons is.
Yeah. They kind of have similar hair.
Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, a little bit. They have similar hair. They got similar passion for flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. R.I.P. Richard Simmons, I think, right?
Yes.
Gene Simmons
Gene Simmons is still around.
Just won a Kennedy Center honors.
He's talking a lot.
Yeah. That's never a good sentence. Gene Simmons is talking a lot.
I just feel like I've heard more from Gene Simmons this past year than I ever did before my life.
Didn't he just testify on Congress for Spotify?
He's testifying. Oh, no, it's radio.
Against Spotify.
It's radio.
It's radio.
It's not for Spotify.
Oh. Well, no, it's about the streaming money, right?
Is it streaming money? I thought it was royalties for songs played on the radio.
It might be royalties in general.
I think it's specifically the radio.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's hysterical.
Maybe not, but I just remember being like, this seems like a little, like, why are we fighting this battle now?
Yeah.
It could be,
I read a thing that
it
was
might
like
be for Spotify. I know that's a battle getting fought.
I read a thing that was like Gene Simmons compares musicians to slaves, like modern day slaves.
Yeah.
And I was like, I I mean, I don't know about that one, boss. I don't know.
But then they were also talking to him. It was after Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
After he died, and I guess Gene Simmons and Ozzy were good friends.
Oh, sure.
So that was the first I started hearing from him. And then, he won the Kennedy Center, and now he's testifying for Congress. And busy guy.
Sure. He's gonna be at the ball drop on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
they're gonna just
him and Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, just hang it out. They're gonna drop Gene Simmons from the top of Times Square.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Off to the next step. Season 4, episode 15, A House Reunited. Don't worry. If you're worried about the cliffhanger from the last one, we're going to solve it all right now in 21 minutes.
Yeah.
We actually, I guess the network was a little worried about people being confused too. They start with Lewis breaking the fourth wall at the Warsaw.
Right.
And he's basically catching the audience up on what happened, because a lot happened on the last episode. He pulls out a bottle of Buzz beer and a bottle of wine, and they represent Drew and Louder, and he kind of like gets into this argument, but only like sort of, because he's like, we got into houses on a lake and lawsuits, and quite frankly, none of it matters.
Yeah, well, it was after he made a joke about how him and Drew were going at each other, and Drew said he has a low attention span.
Yes.
To which he was immediately like, does this look infected?
And pulls out the worst bruise you've ever seen, worst open wound on his elbow.
And then, he just kind of flubs the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we do with the plot sometimes.
More or less. How it's kind of Lewis, like the character. Ryan Stiles would be a fantastic guest. Lewis would be a great third mic on this pod.
Yes.
If we had a Lewis type.
Yeah. He's kind of like, he would be like the color commentator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of play-by-play, and he can just come in with a
zinger.
Oh,
We're the play-by-play guys.
Yeah.
And he's just the wacky friend.
Yes.
But anyway, it ends with him basically warning everybody about Y2K coming to pass.
Yeah.
This episode, I believe, came out January 13th, 1999. So it was fresh in everybody's mind.
Right.
That this was a year away from being worried. And he goes, listen, they don't want me, a drunk guy on TV, to tell you the truth, but I'm going to do it. It's the American broadcasting, and then it goes to static.
Yeah.
ABC did Y2K. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, it seems like they really need to do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They got worried about new technology.
Yeah.
They said, fuck computers.
Did you see that movie, Y2K?
The Kyle Mooney one?
I did
not see it. No.
I did end up watching it.
How was it?
I like Kyle Mooney.
Yeah. Have you seen any of it? Okay. He did like that Bugsby Bear, I think, a while ago.
See it. No.
I haven't seen it either.
But what I did love, it was basically made just for nostalgia.
Sure.
Just for the 90s nostalgia.
Yeah.
So if that's why you're here, which I get the feeling some of you are here for
you're
nostalgia.
Gonna like Kyle Mooney's Y2K.
You would like Kyle Mooney's Y2K.
He's not in that. He directed that. That's right.
He's in it a little bit.
Okay. But he did also
direct
plays
it. Like a side character.
Got you.
Yeah,
but he
directed
is
it.
That woman, Rachel Ziegler, right? From West Side Story.
Yeah.
And Snow White.
Yes.
Which we all saw. Everybody saw Snow White.
Saw Snow White.
Right?
That came out like
March. Came out this year. We saw it. We were in opening night. Don't you remember? We saw Snow White. I said IMAX 70 millimeter Snow White.
What are we expecting Disney to pay us or something?
I hope.
Are we faking this?
Jesus. But yeah, so that's how we open this. We come in post credits. Drew is stapling the plastic to his wall following a big winter storm. He apologizes to his dog. He threatened, I guess, at one point to cut him open and sleep inside of him Tauntaun style.
Yeah.
But, we're not going to do that. He's also growing, I'm going to say, a pretty nice beard.
You thought that was nice?
It has potential.
I thought it was
Every
weird.
beard starts somewhere. I told you this too when you go on your facial hair journeys.
My thing with Drew's beard was it just didn't match.
Match what?
His regular head.
Well, sure. I mean,
it was like red, and that's like
mean the color.
That like happens.
The color was fine
for some brunette guys.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you start growing facial hair and you realize, oh, what the fuck? It's red.
Yeah, the carpets don't match the lower carpets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the drapes don't match the lower drapes.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I'd like to see
I like
Drew, drop your pants.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's the Drew Carey pube challenge. Everybody's doing it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Drew Carey, you're next.
What color is it?
Come on down.
Is it cake?
Do you ever think Drew uses some of his Price's Right lines in bed? Come on down. You're the next contestant. Can't go over.
Nope.
Get close without going over.
Actual retail price.
There you go. There you go. Celia comes back. Remember Celia? Remember the whole saga we were having before Drew lost half of his house?
Yes.
The old lady has returned. I like that we're picking this narrative up at least.
She wasn't in the last. I really was expecting after the last 2 eps.
It would just get dropped.
Well, no, I thought it would be a quick resolution on the next episode.
And they didn't give it to you.
And they didn't even bring her up last episode.
It was almost like it doesn't happen. It didn't happen at all. I thought that was going to happen this time. That everybody's going to be like, yeah, forget that.
Right.
Like Sharon.
Not even in this episode, it gets a little weird, but we'll get to that.
It gets resolved for sure, though.
Yes, I guess it does.
Yes.
You think that was the end?
Yeah, I think that's a resolution.
That's such a weak resolution.
Yeah. Look, it's primetime sitcoms. You know what I mean? We're not doing prestige TV here.
Right.
Anyway, Celia comes back. She was on a trip. Where was the trip? When was it?
Know.
We have no fucking idea. I'm assuming it was a holiday thing of some kind. We're never told. But she's back. Drew starts, being like, "Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. How are you?" And she's like, "No, I think you've got something bigger going on that we should talk about here."
Right.
Oswald and Lewis come over. They're gonna hit the slopes. They brought like snow tubes. I guess we should say this was in the last episode. We learned that you could basically jump from Drew's upstairs hallway down out into like a pile of snow. Yeah, so Oswald got really excited with that, and now it seems that both of them are using Drew's hallway as a ski slope.
So they were bringing because they were bringing the sleds over to the staircase, running to it, and it was like, oh, you shoveled the stairs. So
they were using okay,
maybe they were using the
stairwell.
Yeah,
damn. But so Oswald's sort of catching her up and explain the situation. He says it's been man versus nature for the last 10 days.
10 days is psycho.
That's an insane amount of time with no electricity or plumbing in the middle of January in Cleveland. Drew taught us how to make a pizza using only a cell phone and a credit card.
That was good.
What a man. What a man. Celia's like, listen, fuck this. You should just go to a hotel room.
Yeah, she tries to reason with him a little bit, be like, why? Just go. Why don't you? But
Drew knows the minute he leaves
the minute
house,
I leave, they're going to take the rest of it,
and he's not giving up his property. So Celia says she's down for the fight. She's not going to leave Drew until
a real one.
He gets his house back. She is a real one for that.
Yeah,
I don't think some previous girlfriends would have been down with that. For Drew.
And she's an old one.
Yeah,
too.
She's got to worry about temperature drops.
Yeah,
she doesn't have Drew's blubber.
Mimi walks in at this point, and we come to find out that Winfred-Louder hired her to pester Drew out of the house.
She has been authorized to force Drew out of his home by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Drew says he's not threatened at all. He scares her off a little bit.
Right.
But basically the minute she leaves, the plan goes into action.
Yes.
She shines crazy bright lights into the house.
Like floodlights into the both sides of the house.
Yeah. It looks like daylight all the time.
Yeah.
And starts blasting.
Not even that. It looks like when you're sitting outside your house and somebody pulls up. Or you're sitting inside your house and somebody pulls into the driveway and their headlights are on.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's intense.
So, and anyway, the lights are bright and then they start blasting
Panama.
Yes.
Van Halen. We get a title card.
One Van Halen song. They did. If they put on a playlist at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Why, she, and I would think she has better taste in terrible music.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe non-traditional music, let's say.
Sure.
It's interesting. She goes to one song by Van Halen over and over.
Yeah.
We got a title card that says 3 days later. Drew, Celia, and the gang are all surviving through it. Some of them have, little earplugs in. Everybody's got sunglasses on.
Yeah.
They're communicating.
They're like playing cards.
They're communicating via signboard.
Right. They're drawing on cardboard.
It gets my favorite visual gag. Drew writes beer ? and then pesters Oswald. Oswald writes back on his card. He writes, "Pardon?" ?
Yeah. Did you mention it's been like 3 days? They said it.
3 days. Yeah. They've just been doing this. Yeah, it's a lot. We get DJ Mimi coming on and being like, "That was Panama by Van Halen. Earlier, we were playing Panama by Van Halen."
And up next, a special request for Drew.
Panama by Van Halen.
Yes.
Yeah. I really, gun to my head right now, could not name another Van Halen song.
Oh, what about
that was real time, folks. There was no edit in there. I'm gonna leave that silence in.
No, come on. I
now
definitely
you're
know.
Googling Van Halen songs.
No, I've definitely. There's got to be a.
I see you typing. You're
Yes,
typing Van Halen songs. Do you know any of those songs that you're looking at right now? Have you heard any of them?
Dance the night away. You know that one.
I don't. No, I don't think I do.
Dance the night away.
Sure. You got beautiful vocals.
Ain't talking about love. I don't know. I feel like that's the most popular one, and I feel like I can't.
I'm a bad rock and roll guy.
Anyway, I only knew one, and I couldn't even name it.
I listen to like indie rock and ambient shit and like weirdo hip hop. Like I don't know. I'm not a classic rock guy.
Yeah,
that's my moral failing.
There's going to be some fans of this that are going to flame us for not knowing Van Halen.
I've lost our whole Gen X audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I've seen the statistics. We love all of you. I don't know any of the Van Halen songs. And that's on me. I apologize. I'm 30 years old. I don't know anything. I'm a little baby. Somebody send me like an Apple Music playlist. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, with all the best Van Halen.
Yeah. You know, like really, like just the best. Just give me like the 5 songs I need to know.
Yeah.
You know? And if one of them is Panama, I'm going to fucking punch you in the throat. So we then, the music stops, lights go down. 3 days, it looks like it's come to an end. We get a knock on the door. Drew opens it, and we get Larry and Chuck there.
Yes.
Our friend Kelly Perrine, Ian Gomez, maybe the best characters on this show, secondary characters.
Easily.
They come in.
I was talking to one of our fans was messaging me, and I was just like, Larry is by far my favorite.
Absolutely,
side
the best character.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah, and then they come in and they go, "Hey, listen, you won." Basically, the Winfred-Louder has given up their bid on the mall, and then now they've got all these houses that everybody moved out of. Drew's neighbors are all gone.
Yeah.
So they're selling the houses back at discounts to Winfred-Louder employees. So Chuck and Larry are now Drew's neighbors.
Yes. Larry's on the right. Chuck is on the left of Drew's house.
Larry is really thrilled about it because Lady Louder is paying the rent.
Yes, paying the rent at his place.
I love it when an old lady pays my rent. I don't got to worry about nothing.
So out with Greg, in with Larry.
Yeah.
How about that?
I think I would consider it an upgrade personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have money, but he's got a fuckload of personality.
Welcome Larry back to the neighborhood, really. Last time it was drug bust.
He was in Drew's basement. So they the good news is Drew wins. Winfred-Louder sold all the houses. Drew is
the gang is laughing about how that sounds. Drew wins. I won. Yeah, it sounds weird together.
You've never heard that before in your life.
Yeah.
Oh, we should bring up the leather pants thing just because it will come back. Larry also says, just because Ms. Louder's paying for the rent, if you see me in leather pants, I'm on the clock.
I didn't know what to expect at this point.
Yeah.
I've seen leather pants.
Yeah.
They weren't the leather pants that Larry showed up in.
Not when we see them. Chuck also says, if you see me in leather pants, it's laundry day. I like that that's his laundry getup. Because you can't wash leather pants.
No.
You can just Lysol them down, I guess.
What do you do with leather pants?
Well, what do you do with a leather jacket? I guess you just polish
You don't clean it.
No.
You just kind of... I've had leather jackets for years. They just kind of wear.
Yeah.
You break in.
They get a patina.
But I don't think a pants would add this... Like a leather pants would have the same charm.
That's true.
If you really broke them in.
Yeah, no, you don't want to. Imagine shitting leather pants.
Right.
Rough. There are some foods you cannot eat in leather pants.
Well, if you fart in a leather pant, does it like trap it in more?
That's
I feel like it's harder for it to escape.
Yeah. I'm trying to what a leather fart would smell like. Ugh, Jesus. My nostrils just clenched. Yeah, so the next day
We're back at the office.
Drew is kind of dealing with the fallout of this situation.
Yeah.
Wick says he basically missed out on a big bonus with the board because this deal did not close.
Also, Mimi does walk in. I guess Drew's getting back at Mimi as well for her part in all this. She's split. He's split her dresses in half.
Her wardrobes.
Half her wardrobe is now 2 dresses sewn together.
Yeah.
So
very elaborate prank from Drew.
Yeah.
But so Drew's, kind of handling all of this. And
Celia comes in at this point. Absolutely. I think the most important plot line of this episode now.
Really, the rest of the episode.
Yes.
Is devoted
Celia
to their
comes in. Drew's like, you couldn't wait to see me. She's like, you forgot your lunch.
I forgot his lunch and a winter hat, I think she had for him.
Yeah.
Because it gets cold. And this is the beginning of sort of the vibe.
The weird mommy vibe.
Yes.
So Drew, I will say, Drew takes a look at his lunch. Fluffernutter.
Yes. With nanners.
With nanners.
Don't forget, fluffernutter with nanners. Very important.
I've never had a fluffernutter.
I haven't either. I always thought marshmallow fluff as...
We never bought it.
As a sandwich topping is weird.
It doesn't feel like... I knew people who swore by it in college, and it was the first time that, like, one of my roommates, shout out Malcolm, was... He would have fluffernutters, and I was like, I never even heard of this.
Yeah.
This is a dessert by all accounts.
That's what I think. I am the kind of person.
Meanwhile, peanut butter and jelly to me, I'm like, that's
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can convince me that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a normal, healthy meal.
Yeah.
Healthy stretch. But, but peanut butter and then marshmallow fluff. Buddy, if you fucking toast that bread and you put some chocolate on that shit,
right,
you're basically at a s'more.
Yes.
So what are we doing here?
Actually, I did see a good idea. Here's a tip for y'all at home. Put a Reese's cup on a s'more stick.
Yeah. Oh, have you never done this?
And then dunk it in the peanut butter fluff. I mean, sorry, not the peanut butter fluff. The marshmallow fluff.
Oh, shit.
And then roast it over...
graham cracker.
Yeah. Well, roast it over fire, put on a graham cracker.
What I used to do is...
Apparently, it works like a charm.
They sell Reese's bars. They sell big bars of Reese's, and it's basically chocolate with peanut butter infused in it.
Yeah.
And that's my s'more if I get the choice. Fat guy tips. You're welcome. Buy the XL peanut butter bar that Reese's sells. Drew sees this from Celia, and he feels really taken care of and very loved.
Yeah,
and
he loves
this. Like, listen, I know this might sound crazy, but I want you to move in with me.
Here we go.
And she's hesitant at first.
Psycho fucking Drew again.
Oh, yeah, come on. Just live with me, baby. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Celia has a nice house, it seems.
She got a great house.
She had a great house. The one that he got punched in?
Yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't have fond memories of it. Also, like, he couldn't move out of his house after he just made that big
stink about it.
So she's got to move in with him. And she's hesitant because it's been forever since she lived with anyone else.
Yeah.
And, she's in her older age, but eventually she doesn't need much convincing.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, let's do it.
I'll move my stuff in this weekend.
Yes.
And then she makes a joke, I'll install handrails in the shower.
Yeah.
And Drew was like, I already have them.
Drew is an old man at heart.
Yeah.
There's never been a doubt in my mind.
I guess his parents live there.
Also true. But they, I think he likes using them.
My parents are older, and they moved into this smaller place, and there's one bathroom now.
Sure.
So there's one shower, and you walk in there, man, and it's like a weird like CrossFit gym with hooks and bars and handles every angle on the wall and everything.
There's a rock climbing gym and just your parents' shower.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
anyway, as long as they're getting clean, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not really asking.
I'm not really worried about it. If they stink, I mean, I don't live there.
I'm not going to do anything about it. Anyway, Celia moves in, and then the next scene we see, Drew arrives from home to Celia and the gang. His house is fully back to normal. He walks in through the back kitchen door.
Yeah.
Baby, we're set.
We're back.
Mm-hmm. It's at this point where we start to see, the mommy nature of Celia.
God,
really leaning in.
Dude, I know there's a few things in this scene, but the one that made me the most uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Was the the schmutz on his face,
Yeah.
the crumbs on his face.
He's eating potato chips, and she's like, "Oh, let me clean that up for you." And then she like licks a napkin and starts wiping on his face.
Oh my God! I used to when my mom used to do anything with her saliva,
you'd be like, "Get the fuck away from me!"
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
What I thought was funny was for some reason at his full-time big boy job, Drew had time to on his computer make Drew Hearts Celia. And printed it out, and she goes, "Oh, isn't that cute? I'm gonna hang it on the fridge," and then puts his artwork on the fridge.
Where did she hang it to? Next to it was like his blood work or something.
Next to his cholesterol report. Yeah. In case you forgot that Drew Carey is an adult man with issues.
Yeah, I forgot the heart. The heart is also
the heart's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
So it's all of this. It really is unsettling for Oswald Lewis and Kate.
Yeah, the gang is here. We should clarify.
Yeah,
and they're doing this all, and Drew's accepted it. It's fine. He's acting like this is normal.
Yeah, his mommy girlfriend is a totally normal thing, and you shouldn't question it at all.
Yeah.
So they basically just be like, "I don't know, I can't fuck with this." And Drew's like, "Oh, is it the age gap?" And Kate's like, "I wish it was the age gap.
Right.
The age gap was more palatable than this."
Yeah.
So incredible to me, there's no resolution with them. They just kind of leave. Oswald's like, "I'm going to go call my mom, and I'm probably going to not flirt with her or something like that."
Yeah.
And then they just fucking exited the house.
They just leave, but it's at this point we find out, I guess, the B plot. Mm-hmm. They're having a drink at the they're having a drink at the kitchen table, and the beer starts to slide down the table.
Yeah, so Drew's pouring champagne, I actually believe, to celebrate the house.
Let's have because they're roommates now. That's it.
And just getting the house back and everything. And as he's going to pour, he notices there's a little tilt, and then the glass starts sliding, and the bottle of champagne starts sliding, and he's catching all these things. And we realize that they put the house back, and it's all slanted to the right.
How did they film this as like a visual trick?
I had the same question. I don't think anybody that works on the show listens to this, but if you do, please email me and let me know. My theory is so these are all like physical practical sets, right?
Yeah.
So I think what they probably did was put it on like a raised thing.
So you think they actually?
I think they built the slant.
You think they slanted the whole environment?
I think they slanted the set and then adjusted the camera to work with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's physics going on. Like, it'd be one thing you could just adjust the camera if the whole thing was whack. But like,
you don't think that it was just a table trick? Because we don't really see it with anything else.
Well, we see it with the slinkies.
And there's skates.
A whole bunch of, and the skates. There's a whole bunch of shit in that environment that leads me to believe they physically manipulated the box of the set.
All right, that's a fair point.
That's my guess. I was thinking the same thing when I was going through. Because like when it's just table stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, you can just put the table on an angle.
Yeah.
And then adjust it in later shots. But no, I think they probably had to move the whole set physically in some way.
Right. But it's after this champagne incident, I guess Drew realizes, oh, geez, the foundation of my house is fucked up. And he's like, I'm going to call Ripley's. And Celia's like, what, to show him your slanty table? House?
Yeah.
Andrew's like, no, to show him a contractor with a head up his ass.
There you go.
So, yeah.
I would be so fucking furious. But at this point, in the next scene, we go back into the office, and Wick is basically like, we're not fixing this. You're crazy. Our official position is like, screw you.
That was the craziest shit.
That Wick wouldn't agree.
I mean, just after everything they just put him through.
Yeah.
Again, why does Drew still fucking work here?
I mean, that's a larger question.
They split his house in half.
Yeah.
They made him live in the cold for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then now they put it back together. They fucked it all up. And they're like, it's not our problem.
Yeah, that's your fault.
It was your fault. Mm-hmm. You did it.
Yeah, they should absolutely pay to fix it. Anyway. Will they, though? Probably not, is my guess. Wick's going through with Drew on this whole thing. And it's at this point Celia comes in. And Wick and Mimi start making fun of Celia and basically being like, all the mommy girlfriend stuff, right?
Yeah. Doesn't Wick have like a mommy thing anyway?
Right. It's projection on Nigel Wick's
that's some
part.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Coming at?
Yeah,
We've seen his weird kink stuff.
Why would you kink shame someone? It's solidarity, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your allyship when it's not you, dude? Oh, what? Just because it's a fat guy now? I don't know what it is. But yeah, no, I was thinking that same thing. But yeah, no. So they basically start making fun of Celia, and Drew's not having it really. And Drew also wants her to just kind of step aside and hoping it'll die down.
Yes. Well, it's also that there's still, this is amidst the argument of the house, and Celia comes in and she's ready to lay down the law.
Yeah, she's defending her man.
Yeah. She steps up to talk to Wick, and Drew kind of gets in the middle, and then she's like, don't shush me, or don't, what was it?
Yeah. No, it's like, don't tell me to be quiet. Who are you to interrupt someone, basically?
Yes, don't interrupt somebody. That's what she says to Drew.
And it's very much, it's again, childlike to Drew. It's demeaning to him, and it's not helping this
I've
case.
got that from my mom before.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And it doesn't help ultimately because there's no resolution. It seems like they're not going to pay for it. And now, in addition to his house being slanted, he's in an argument with Celia.
Yeah.
Over, what their relationship is and who has what dynamic. And
right.
Mimi basically says his balls were taken and thrown to the side.
Yes. Yeah. He lost his testicles behind the cabinet or something.
Cabinet. Yeah.
So anyway, the scene ends with Drew being like, I'm going to use my lunch break to go talk to a lawyer. And he's like, I did drop my key behind the cabinet.
So he's got to go.
He does have to go behind the cabinet.
Reach behind the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
We then cut back to the kitchen, and this is where we get all the fun physical gags we were talking about earlier.
Yes. So Kate's like baking something, and she's cracking eggs, but the eggs are, the egg whites are flying all over the table sideways.
The bowl falls off. The whole thing. Then we get the fellas coming in, Lewis and Oswald, and they are trying to roller skate, but as they're putting their roller skates down to put them on, they roll out the door.
Yeah.
Just the slant is, such. Then
Lewis pulls out the slinkies.
2 slinkies that go all the way from the one side of the cabinets down to the seats.
Yes.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would expect nothing less from these hooligans.
No.
And it's at this point that Drew comes in and is basically like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. I think he has reached his limit.
Yeah, he's broken now.
Yeah.
Fully. Fight with his girlfriend and his house is fucked up.
Yeah. Can't take it. So Celia comes in and they confront the issue. She's like, I think I have been too motherly towards you. I've been babying you too much.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, I don't really think that's true. Because Drew, through this whole thing, thinks it's a pretty sweet deal.
Drew loves this.
He loves the attention. He loves
Drew didn't realize he wanted this.
He wants to be cared for like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, so he's trying to handle all of that. And he's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then he's like, let's go upstairs and resolve this. You know what I mean?
I was just surprised before we get to that part that this was sort of the resolution.
Yeah.
Where Drew was just kind of like, if we're all right with it, who cares?
Won't you be my mommy?
I'm like, what? It has to be fucked up a little bit. No?
Yeah. Well, you get that very quickly because as they go upstairs to consummate the resolution here, we get a quick scene of the two of them walking down the same set of stairs in bathrobes. And Drew's like, nope, can't do it. Apparently,
why did we talk about it?
While they were having sex, he saw his mother's face on Celia.
Yeah.
So she's like, really, you saw her? Yeah, I can't do it. I'm going to sleep on the couch. And she's like, all right, I'm going to make pancakes in the morning and then I'm going to leave.
I'm going to get out of here.
And I guess, we haven't seen the next episode.
We don't know. You're
that
saying
seems
you
like
think
that
this
seems
is the
to
end.
me like the resolution of Celia.
I feel like there's got to be a little more, but I will not be surprised if that's it.
If that's just how they drop it, is Drew saw his mom while they were having sex.
And then they're just like, we're good.
Yeah. I don't know. That's how I'm going to read it. That's how I'm going to choose to read it.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, that is a wrap on this episode. Oh, we do get the credits.
No, we can't skip the leather pants callback.
We brought up the leather pants for this callback. The credit scene is Drew sees his new neighbors. Yes. Larry comes by in a panic while Drew's watching TV, and he's like, "I need you to take me in. Mrs. Louder's going crazy or something."
And Larry is in the shortest little. They're not pants.
They're
by the way.
They're leather Daisy Dukes.
They're leather Daisy Dukes and a little tank top.
Yeah. Just sits down and he's like, you let your dog sit on the couch, you fucking freak, like something like that.
Yeah, you let your dog on the furniture.
Yeah. And then another knock on the door and it's Chuck, and Chuck comes in wearing the same leather Daisy Dukes.
Yes, and a football jersey.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, Carrie, it's a laundry day. Do you have any detergent I can use? And Drew turns to camera, breaking the fourth wall, and goes, and lo, the village people were born.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
That was good.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. God. We end the way we begin with Chuck the security guard.
We got to see a lot of Chuck's thigh.
Yeah, a lot of that thigh. Oh, Jesus.
We've seen Larry's thigh.
Yes, but now it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that wraps up
Cleveland
Rocks
guys.
for these eps and for the year.
For the year.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for a great 2025.
Oh, what a fantastic
all you guys.
2025.
Our numbers are excellent.
We're very happy, and we hope you're just as happy. If you want to email us, you can always do that. ClevelandRocksPodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. You can find the links in our descriptions.
Please follow. Check us out. There will be a whole another year of
this shit. We're going to keep it going. We're going to try to do
finish
different
up
stuff.
Season 4, Season 5. We'll have some more guests.
It'll be a blast.
We're going to have a good time.
So, yeah. Thank you, folks. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
See you in 2026.
Later.